An Ummah of refugees. A report by Brown University last September estimated that 37 million people have become refugees since 9/11. Most of these refugees are Muslims. The population of Muslim refugees is now greater than the population of many Muslim countries. Muslim government and charity responses to refugees is mainly in the form of food, medicine, clothing, and shelter in refugee camps and settlements. These refugees and their children can live in camps for decades on a lifeline of aid support. The Muslim world's reaction to refugees is not much different to that in the West. They are seen through a nationalist lens as foreigners who do not belong in that country. They tend not to be given citizenship or allowed to work for fear of taking local people's jobs, and can be victims of vile racist abuse and discrimination. Some politicians in Muslim countries also exploit the fear of foreigners for political purposes. According to the World Health Organization, there is now some evidence that refugees and those living under occupation are receiving discriminatory medical treatment for COVID-19 and not being prioritized for COVID-19 vaccination. The type of approaches mentioned are not in the long-term interests of the refugees, nor compatible with an Ummah-centric solution based on Islamic brotherhood. In the life of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, we already have the best example for treatment of refugees. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ and his companions were also persecuted in Mecca and fled to Medina due to a threat to their lives, leaving their possessions behind them. The first thing that our beloved Prophet Muhammad ﷺ did in Medina was to create a bond of brotherhood with the host Muslim community of Ansar for each of the Muhajirin and the migrants. He asked the Muslims of Medina to share some of their wealth and property with the Muslims from Mecca, whilst they traded and developed independent means of livelihood. The Muslim souk or market was established for Muslims to trade and earn their livelihood. He considered the ability to trade and work as aid. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ never gave up on returning to his home. He did so as a political ruler, and it was the divine mission for him to do so and liberate the Kaaba. An approach based on Islamic brotherhood should not treat any Muslim refugee as a foreign or alien person, but as one of our own. It should not judge them by their passport or the border in which they lived, but as brothers and sisters in faith. Muslim refugees should be allowed to settle and work for their livelihood. There should be no racist abuse and discrimination because of their ethnic or national origins. Aid agencies should adopt a policy of resettlement support across different countries, or an approach of trade is aid, helping them to find work with skills development. The Muslim world consists of 1.8 billion people across 53 Muslim majority nation states. Surely it is possible to resettle many refugees across these countries as well as other nations. Our current treatment of Muslim refugees fails the test of Islamic brotherhood. Muslim countries and aid agencies need to do much more to save and rebuild the lives of Muslim refugees. Our charitable donations should not be the beginning and end of our duty of brotherhood. We keep in mind the verse of the Quran which says, "If anyone saved a life, it would be as if he saved the life of the whole of humanity." And also the hadith narrated in Bukhari, "None of you will believe until you love for your brother what you love for yourself."